Hey everybody, how we doing? Gotta fix my music, cause every single time I do this shit, it loves to cut it off from my headphones. There we go. Alright, how's everybody doing? Slicks, Johnny, Noah, hey, rare appearance from you in chat, love to see it. Juno, Zoe, my bestie, how are everybody doing today? Johnny, I love your excitement. So for anybody who missed last Monday's stream, we're streaming this team again this week because I meant to stream it all of last week. Oh, Johnny, thank you so much for the Prime. Really appreciate that. Um, awesome, thank you so much. Okay, so for anyone who missed it, we were streaming this team last week. Had the Koraidon P2. I'll say Koraidon size spam because I'm reading chat and reading about Noah's EUIC. But yeah, so it's Koraidon P2. Friends sent me this team to consider for Vancouver, and I'm definitely not playing it in Vancouver. Maybe a side event or two, if I have time for side events. Ideally, I won't have any time for side events because I'll be busy playing until Top Cut. But oh, you have Wi-Fi on your flight in the ocean? I'm jealous. When I flew to Hawaii, both there and back, I didn't have any Wi-Fi over the Pacific, and the flight back was painfully boring because I was out of stuff to watch. I watched a bit of Rick and Morty on like the in-flight television thing, but then I was like, I've outgrown this show. So like I was out of stuff to watch. I was too tired to read. So it was a night flight too, right? So the flight started at like 11 p.m. local time. So like I was struggling to stay awake, but I didn't want to sleep because like I work nights anyway, and like that's my sleep schedule. So I was just in this like daze. And what I ended up doing is I had no Wi-Fi. I just like opened up notes on my phone and started writing down team ideas for Reg H. And then when I got to Seattle, when I got to Seattle, I just sent Emma like all of my fucking ideas. Now it'll be the same. It'll probably be the same kind of thing next time I fly overseas, except I'll be sending those ideas to Zoe instead of Emma. So yeah, this is the team. I really thought I was considering it for Vancouver until I found it was a little too inconsistent for my liking, but the team is still really fun. I had to pull up my own rental of the team because I had to redo my Raging Bolt for my Vancouver team. But yeah. We'll just jump right into it. You have a rough idea of what Koraidon does. Chiyu in the Sun is pretty crazy, and P2 Baramy is the classic. Everybody knows P2 Baramy. I'm not going to grab the plushes for them again because my plush are all like arranged on the shelf, and then last stream when I took Baramy down, a bunch of other stuff came flying down with them. I'm sorry to hear you went 3-5, by the way, Noah. I know you'll get it. I know you'll get that day too. Okay, so we got a Flutter, which is fine. Tropicos. Basically not a single individual thing we're horribly scared of. The Amoonguss has potential to be obnoxious, but not like crazy so. I think Koraidon Venusaur is the call though, because they won't be able to Rage Powder, a Sleep Powder, and Tropicos. Then Gothitelle do have feet. Interesting. Well, I mean, Diglett has feet, so everything must have feet. Baramy seems really good for the hands and for the Amoonguss. Chiyu is probably okay with the sash, so we can take a hit. But oh, sorry, I have these like really bad hiccups. Then, but also, Bolt doesn't seem terrible here. Do we have web on this Bolt? I don't think so, right? It's full switch. Yeah. I'm gonna go Shiyu here. Oh my god, Zoe, that's incredible. That's almost as good of a shiny hunting story as Spicy Bro, but I think Spicy Bro will always be my favorite. Oh, Paris Trap is really fun. I played a shit ton of it in Reg C. Okay, so Tropico's Amoonguss is pretty much what we wanted to see. Zoe, do you really not know the Spicy Bro story? You're my best friend and, like, top moderator. Do you really not know? I'm almost insulted. Okay, so... Who else besides Zoe does not know the Spicy Bro story? Is there anybody else? Okay, they're just... Okay, so... Also, I cannot believe they're just snap-tearing Terrapagos here. Oh, sorry guys, my bra is like sticking like into like the under of my tit. Okay, so getting rid of the sun kind of hurts me, but I'm not super upset by it. There's still a decent chance. Like, we still probably outspeed Terrapagos with Venusaur, unless they're like max speed. Rocky Helmet's fine. This doesn't kill. So, Spicy Bro. Some of you guys might know Spicy Bro, my Armarouge, is... Okay, nice. Spicy Bro, my Armarouge, is one of the only two Pokemon, with the OT being my dead name, that I'm still keeping to use. And the reason for that is just because, like, the story of how I got him was really cool, and he's also just, like, particularly rare in terms of, like, his qualities and, like, how he's put together. So, sorry, I just gotta think here for a moment. I'm gonna switch out Koraidon, get my son back, get in Chiyu, and I'm gonna put a dent into Amoonguss with Sludge Bomb. Is that the call? Actually, because Tropico's outsped Venusaur, it's for sure gonna sleep this turn. I'm thinking I'll just switch in Bear Me as well. So, for those who don't know, I was a pretty big shiny hunter before I did VGC stuff as seriously as I do now, which is why we have all these shiny giveaways where I give away all these shinies with my dead name as the OT, because I had a living shiny form dex with every Pokemon. All shiny, most of them in luxury balls. So that's why I have all these shinies that I give away all the time, because of my old living shiny dex. So I knew with Scarlet and Violet I was going to get into VGC seriously. I had been playing VGC ranked since, like, Sword and Shield, since Crown Tundra, since, like, the second format of Crown Tundra, when it was, like, single restricted with no Dynamax. And I was using Calyrex then as well. I was using Trick Room Calyrex. Not hard Trick Room, but I was doing, like, soft Trick Room. Honestly, kind of a similar team to what I'll be bringing in Vancouver, if you squint at it hard enough. I'm gonna go Heat Wave. I'm gonna go Facade, Fairy Terra, and Ogrepon here. So I already knew I wanted to do some sort of Trick Room stuff. I was not a Psy Spam player at the time, though. In fact, I hated playing against Psy Spam in Gen 8. So I'm hunting... Charcadet was my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon, and quickly, like, my favorite Pokemon in general. And so I was shiny hunting a Charcadet for my collection, with no intentions of evolving it. Just I needed a Charcadet. And the first shiny Charcadet I found ended up being 0 speed with a mark. Without the shiny charm, without a sandwich, just from hunting in an outbreak. I looked it up, and the odds of that happening was about 1 in 200,000. And so I took that, and I was just like, oh, okay, And so I went on the VGC subreddit Discord, and I asked in there if either Ceruledge or Armarouge were good for Trick Room. And now a long-time friend, Tofu, Wood Tofu, he told me that Armarouge was the only Pokemon in this game to get Expanding Force at the time, and it would be perfect for, like, Trick Room Psy Spam. And the rest was pretty much history. I've been an Armarouge, like, enjoyer ever since. I used a Ceruledge for my first playthrough because I loved Charcadet, and Ceruledge was the Pokemon I could get, but I've been an Armarouge enjoyer. I've been an Armarouge enjoyer ever since. And that's why Spicy Bro is so special. He's just so freaking rare. He's a wild-caught, 0 speed marked Pokemon. And the mark is the literal most common one. His mark is the sociable, the uncommon mark, but it's still really cool. Oh, that special attack drop on the overheat. Oh. Okay, so we need Tropicos to stay asleep this turn. I'm just gonna Flame Charge Flutter, I guess. Okay, at least we outspeed Tropicos, so we'll take out Flutter and put a dent into Tropicos. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. But if Tropicos stays asleep, that'd be really pog. Now, he's gotta be really heavy, right? I'm gonna switch out to you so we can reset my overheat, but Tropicos has gotta be heavy, right? This Grass Knot should do a bunch. Because, I mean, look at this guy. He's turtles all the way down. He's literally the embodiment of, like, Indian folklore. Okay, he is not heavy. He is not very heavy. But we have 2 more turns of Sun, so Overheat probably takes it out. God, he's not heavy. He's not very heavy at all. Jeez. Okay, Sludge Bomb would have done more. I can't. If I lose this to that special attack drop from Moonblast, I'm gonna flip. Because that's just sad. This kills though, right? In the sun, overheat. Okay, I thought they'd like protect to try and stall at the sun, but okay, we take those. GG's. Lizard beat turtle. Fish beat turtle. Baramy does some things. Honestly, a perfect kind of game to start the stream. You know, all of the important stuff is doing things. Rice, a lot of people are running like max bulk on Tornadus these days, since their speed stats pretty much entirely irrelevant a lot of the time. They already run Covert Cloak for like fake outs. They have usually Dark Terra for Prankster Taunt from Whimsicott. So like I've seen like 252 HG, 252 special defense Torns. It's a thing. Okay, so we got Kali Ice, Valiant, Entei. A lot of these Kali Ice teams have been Assault Vest Kali. So I think I'm gonna go like Koraidon. I can probably force the Kali to Terra really early with like Chiyu Koraidon. Then I'll have Venusaur in the back. And then Ursa will be great for if they... Ursa will be great for if they, Trick Room. Tammy, I didn't like Wolf's speech. I think anybody who, like, declares themselves, like, the best at anything isn't really my kind of person. I prefer to be humble, and I prefer other people who are humble. A lot of you guys know my favorite band is Rush. These guys on my shirt here. A lot of people might not realize a lot of stuff about them unless you're already a fan outside of like knowing them from me. But Neil Peart, the drummer of Rush, literally my greatest hero to have ever walked this planet. He is widely considered by most people to be the greatest drummer to have ever lived. He's the youngest drummer to ever receive the Lifetime Achievement Award from Modern Drummer Magazine. I believe he received it at like 21 or 22. And he's overall just like, everybody knows him as like an insane drummer. And then despite that, in the 90s, he was still going around looking for somebody who could teach him to be better. Like, he was considered the best of the best, and he's still like, you know what? I'm not the best. I can be better. He hated being called the best. He hated when anybody would like suck up to him about his drumming. He didn't like the attention it got him. He just liked to play the best he could, and that was his focus. His focus wasn't trying to be the best, his focus was being the best he could be. And that, I think, is a significantly healthier attitude And which is why I'm not a big fan of that who's like Wolves, where he's just like, I am the best. Has he earned it? I'd be lying if I said no. He is the best player at this game, probably, and yes, technically he earned the right to say it. It personally still rubs me the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna take out that Entei collision course, and I'm gonna try to... I always beat the Entei, so yeah, I'll switch to you for Venusaur. We're probably gonna take like a Moonblast or something with the Chew anyway, might as well preserve it. Well, Rice, it's +1 from coaching, plus Sun, and Fish is made of paper. We would have died without Sash, easily. That calc makes sense for sure. It's also probably banded. Also, Zoe and Tammy, I'm glad you two agree. Like, I mean, Zoe, I've told you particularly a lot about Neil and why I admire him so much. He was just such a wonderfully humble person. I was reading a story from Dave Grohl. He's the drummer. He was the drummer for Nirvana, and he's currently the singer and I think rhythm guitarist for the Foo Fighters. And he's one of the biggest Rush fans on the planet. Watch like any Rush documentary, and he's there talking about how much he loves Rush. And he actually got to meet Neil Peart for the first time when Rush was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And so Dave goes into like the dressing room, and Neil's there, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, how are you? My name's Neil. Can I get you a coffee?" And he said later when he was having dinner with his wife, he started breaking down crying because his fucking hero just like humbly offered to make him coffee. Like this guy he's worshipped his entire life was just like, "Hi, how are you? Want some coffee?" So like, stop talking about how I found Wolf's speech distasteful. I think he earned it, but I'm not a big fan of people who like self-declare themselves the best at anything. Okay, so Water Terracali goes crazy. If I land the Sleep Powder, then I'm gonna get the Grass Knot. Oh my god. Guys, the Grass Knot's gonna go crazy next turn. I just gotta land the one Sleep Powder. Please, God. Oh wait, I already went for Grass Knot. I thought I Sleep Powdered. That's some bulk. What? Cali Ice weighs a million bazillion pounds. It dies to low kick from hands so easily. Yeah, no, that's definitely AV. I called it. I'm fine with a Trick Room here, but I'd prefer it if they don't. Oh wait, it's probably AV, so it's no Trick Room. Oh wait. Okay, cool. That's fine. I don't think Valiant can kill... I don't think Valiant can kill either of my guys this turn. We lose the Sun, but then, like, what do they realistically do? Sun of Flame Charge, Cal... Is there any... Flame Charge is probably slightly safer. Actually, Flare Blitz, in case they switch to, like, a Moongus. Actually, I don't know if I want the recoil. I'll Flame Charge. And Facade. There's a chance they switch Cali here, but... Okay, that's fine. That's fine, yeah. And now I don't think I'm super scared of anything that comes in. If it's Raging Bolt, I'll Earthquake. If it's anything else, I think I'll just go into the Valiant and Facade. I don't know. I think Baramy can just win the rest of this game on his own. Baramy's just good like that, right, chat? No, like Slicks, I do agree Wolf's a good player. I agree it's crazy he won the challenge, he won the EUIC with it. I'm not claiming by any stretch of the imagination that he's not a good player. What I'm saying is, I don't like the attitude. To me, being a good player doesn't justify the attitude like that. And it doesn't give you permission to just be obnoxious. I don't think anybody should be self-declaring themselves the best at anything. Nice, Johnny! Okay, there's the Thunderclap as expected. So we just need Earthquake to take out both of these and we're fine. Does Valiant have fighting coverage? We've only seen Coaching, Moonblast, and Protect, so it's unlikely. Okay, there's Moonblast. Doesn't do a whole lot. And how does our Earthquake do? Oh, Baramy! Oh, boy. My good boy, Bear. Easy clip for the shorts. Baramy is just goated. Everybody knows. Yeah, so Neil Peart Slicks. I don't know where you came into the conversation. Neil Peart's a drummer who's very widely and almost like objectively so considered the best drummer who ever lived, but he hated being called that, and he always looked for ways to improve. Like, it was his personal opinion that the best drumming performance he ever gave was Rush's final album in 2012. And seeing that tour live, seeing them play those songs live, I'd believe it. Headlong Flight is a marvel of a song. For anybody who knows music theory, during Headlong Flight, he does 64th note drum rolls with one hand while hitting the hi-hats with his other. So he's like, his hand is like having a seizure, doing 64th note drum rolls while he's hitting like the cymbals as well in the middle of right after the guitar solo. Seeing that shit and then in the live version, that drum roll actually segues into a whole drum solo, and it was just dude was crazy. He was the master of the kit. Okay, so Xanadu shouldn't be a struggle for us, but the Pelipper might be. Venusaur seems really useful here. Porygon seems useful. I don't see like Porygon Venusaur is an okay call to start. We're Ground Terror on the Porygon, so we have good coverage for fighting. For like, we can ditch the fighting weakness. Koraidon, obviously. And for the water types, I think this is definitely a little foot game. Yeah, it's like, so we just got into it about Neil because of Wolfie's speech. By the way, is everybody finding the game audio okay volume-wise? I had to mess with it because recently, for some reason, it got like maxed out in OBS, and I recorded a video, and all the games were worthless because the game audio was too loud. So I've been having to balance it. I don't know if it's too loud or too quiet right now. So somebody let me know. All right, thanks, Rice. I'm just gonna like Ice Beam Sludge Bomb, I think. Just gonna see what happens. Bleakwind's fine. Earthquake's fine. We probably don't die to Earthquake. Banded Earthquake? What? Okay. That had to be banded. What the heck? Okay. Terra Electric Volt Switch probably takes out Torn. And then if it does, we can lock in our weather. So I like that. If they have a defensive Terra, it's probably going to be on the Pelipper. Because the Pelipper is low-hanging fruit here. Oh, they're just switching out the Pelipper. That works. Ooh, that doesn't work. Oh. It does give us a pretty good opportunity to get the recover off, though, so that helps. We are going to be kind of screwed over by the Pelipper now, though, because they switched out Pelipper. Okay, Leer is kind of scary. I think this is still fine, though. Porygon's gonna recover, and we can switch it for Bolt, and then we can switch Koraidon. Like, we can get our weather back, but just to be careful about it. I might actually just switch Koraidon out for Bolt this turn. I'm not sure. No, I'm just switching Bolt for Porygon, and I'll protect Koraidon, because I want to get rid of that Leer. That Pelipper Herd switch really messed up my plans. But at least we took out the Torn. We're fine. It's just Porygon ended up being not super helpful this game. We killed Lando, but now it's like, I really wish we had anything else. I wish we had something fast. Okay, but if this is Dragon Terra, Grass. Ugh. Oh, no, Grass is fine. Because once we get our sun back. How much do you take from Body Press? Is the question. Exactly half. Ugh. I'm gonna Volt Switch Pelipper. We probably outspeed Pelipper. But I really... Yeah, I'm just switch Koraidon for Porygon. Do we outspeed... We don't outspeed Samazenta. Do we live a Body Press? Was that the high roll? Please let that be so. Pelipper Wide Guards. Okay. Yo, let's go! And no Sash. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Easy. Yo, this team is so fun. I'm gonna Flare Blitz and Trick Room because I feel like, yeah. If they kill Porygon, we just Flare Blitz next turn. If they kill Koraidon, we're faster to Porygon. Because we have two Pokemon that were slower that couldn't take a Body Press, so I figured Trick Room was a slightly safer call. And now it doesn't matter which one they kill. And Fancy Dancer, our little alpha goat. The littlest alpha around, fucking still takes him out. Let's go. Oh god, I've got the worst cold today. I can't really disrupt Baramy, but I can get Porygon down. There we go. There we got our little guy. Our absolute goat today. I used Porygon so much in Reg H. I'm so surprised it didn't end up getting me more points because I used it so much. But like, I'm so happy to be using him again right now. I don't think we've lost a game this stream. We've just been winning. Good stuff. Thunderous Therian. Okay, Porygon feels useful. Venusaur feels useful. So I think we're going to get Porygon, Venusaur, Koraidon. I guess Ursa? Bolt feels on paper like it would be okay. Until you remember that Thunderous Therian has Volt Absorb. Yeah, it's kind of like Miraidon at home, I guess. Slicks, does the British Pokemon Center have the Torkoal Sitting Cutie in stock? If it does, I would highly recommend buying it because they're very, very hard to find. I paid $80 for mine. Like, the Torkoal Sitting Cutie is, like, disgustingly rare. Okay, so I'm gonna go Terra Water on the Venusaur, obviously. Sleep Powder the Ursh. And I guess Foul Play. For some reason I thought we had Foul Play. I think it was Terraplast Calyrex for now. Terra Grass. Sleep Powder the Ursh, yeah. Not Terra Grass, sorry. Terra away from Grass. Terra Water. Liam, that's actually crazy. On the American side, they're so hard to find. I've been looking at every regional I've been to for my friends who still want them, and I never see them. I was so excited to find one in Vancouver when I did. He's still my boy, though. Do you guys still have, like, the regular Ursaluna plush in stock, like Baramy? Because I remember he was miserable to find as well. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little risky. I'm going to switch P2 for Koraidon, so Venusaur outspeeds. Koraidon will take a close combat, and I'm going to Sleep Powder Calyrex. Because that's not really how I expected that turn to go. Porygon2 is another one that's hard to find. It took me forever to find Mike Porygon as well. Oh. My goodness. Hi, Becca. That's Misty's... Yo, this person's really got Tapu Fini at home and Koraidon at home. What is happening in my ranked ladder? Okay, it's fine. We got Baramy in the back. I just don't know how we'll get him in safely. I guess I'll just Flare Blitz Calyrex and accept that Koraidon dies here. And I'll Grass Knot Calyrex because it should hurt a little bit. We don't live this, do we? Oh, hello. Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so... How much are we doing to Calyrex with Grass Knot? Not a lot. Um... Hmm. This might be the first loss, because that Misty Surge wheezing is some spice. I'll protect this turn. I'll try to get Guts online. So the fact that Calyrex didn't get the KO kind of helps us. But this Weezing is a little scary. It seems pretty high on the damage. So... and a Facade Calyrex? Sludge Bomb Weezing. Right, we didn't get burned because of the Misty. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. This Weezing just ruined my day. Misty Surge Weezing, chat. Well, this was cute. Definitely one of those games I could not have won just because of like closed team sheet shenanigans. And we were bound to see it eventually. I just completely forgot about the Flame Orb not triggering. I always forget that part of Misty Terrain. That Misty Terrain stops like your own beneficial status conditions. Yeah, losing Guts is pretty bad. We didn't really have anything for that. We needed to bring like Shiyu for that match to work out well. That's okay. I'm not mad. Congratulations to my opponent for being so creative. Okay. Kali Shadow is not usually too terrible for us. The Grimmsnarl is going to be a little annoying, but we can just throw, like, really, really hard, fast damage at it. Raging Bolt loves Kali Shadow. Ursaluna loves Kali Shadow. P2 actually likes it even more, and it also really likes the Rillaboom, so I think we'll do this. So I think we just go Flame Charge. Flame Charge plus Heat Wave into Calyrex, or into Grimmsnarl maybe. Yeah, I'll do it into Grimmsnarl, because Calyrex is more likely to protect here. While Grimmsnarl gets some setup happening. If Grimmsnarl goes for Thunder Wave, then the Heat Wave will do a lot of damage. If they go for Reflect, then the Heat Wave will do a lot of damage. If they go for Light Screen, then the Flame Charge deals a lot. If they go for Light Screen, actually, and we take it out this turn, the Calyrex is pretty cooked. If that's Water Terra, then we're fine. Fairy. Okay, so he's going for a strong Draining Kiss, but we do Terra out of the weakness. So we're good there. At this point, I feel like ever expecting a Koraidon to not Terra away from their Fairy weakness is just kind of wishful thinking. This guy is such a Terra hawk. Fake Out? Fake Out a nasty plot. Oh my. You know, it's fine, it's fine. Chiyu has a Sash. So we Heat Wave. We're fine. Chiyu has a Sash. We're gonna protect Koraidon and Heat Wave. If they go for Draining Kiss, sure, I guess. But like, yeah. I just realized I have some messages on Instagram I need to answer. I recently got reached out to by an old friend from like college who I was really, really close to and who like basically disappeared. So that was really nice. No, light screen didn't help much because Chiyu's Heat Wave in the sun will kind of just do that. And now that Rillaboom can only cover one thing or the other, so we're just gonna go Flare Blitz into Rillaboom, Heat Wave. They've already Terra'd. It's kind of just a GG. Alright, got another win after the unfortunate loss, and we're just going to keep plugging away. Alexis VGC. I was wondering for a moment if this was my friend Alexis, but I do not think she is a Kyurem Black enjoyer. Overall, I think this is a Koraidon Chiyu lead with Bolt. Is this Bolt Venusaur? They don't really go for Trick Room, so I think we just want to be fast. Yeah, yeah. Ogre Kyurem seems honestly fine. I think I'll just go like Terra. I'll Flame Charge and Dark Pulse the Ogerpon. Actually, I'll Flame Charge and Dark Pulse the Koraidon and make the Ogerpon go for the Follow Me. And then that way, if they go for Spiky Shield, I'm not punished as hard. Now, they probably Terra the Kyurem, but I don't know if it's going to be a Fire Resist or a Fighting Resist. Rice, I didn't catch the trainer card. What was so bad about it? was gonna say, I think we live this, but then they get the crit. No. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, a scale shot? That's way better for me. Okay. Yo, we can work a scale shot for sure. I thought it was Icicle Spear for some reason. I wasn't looking. But scale shot? That's even better, because we already outsped it. Flutter. Well, we might not outspeed the Flutter, but if they go for Icy Wind, we'll still outspeed. Like, we'll still outspeed because we have Clear Amulet, so we're fine. So go Flare Blitz into the Koraidon. I'll go Sludge Bomb into... Honestly, into the Koraidon just in case. Switching on Flutter's fine. We didn't do anything to it. Innocent? Don't care. Yes, let's go. One shot, one kill, easy peasy. Nice Kyurem, idiot. Better dragon over here. And the Sludge Bomb poison, let's go. So somebody on Twitter is telling me that Pokemon is pay to win because you have to own the DLC to get Urshifu. I don't really understand how that's pay to win when a lot of people just buy the DLC to play casually anyway. Like, it's $30. Play a card game if you want to see like actual pay to win. Easy peasy. God, Slicks, I feel that. I've been so broke because my work has stiffed me on like 4 or 5 paychecks in a row now. Like we have a new payroll system that keeps missing some of my punches, so every week I've been missing like 1 shift worth of pay, and like it's really starting to stress me out for Vancouver. I've been debating lowering the sale price of my RNG services to try and make some more money because I'm so broke. Okay, so this team is pretty straightforward. No, exactly, Zoe. Like, I think Pokemon by definition is not pay to win, and people calling it pay to win. There's a difference between having an entry cost and it being pay to win. And the entry cost, for the most part, is owning the current generation hardware, the current games, and the DLC when applicable. I don't think that's pay to win. That's just called an entry cost. So, I think, like, Koraidon... Venu's probably fine here. Honestly, I think we just go for the fast mode. The 2 normal types don't feel super bueno in front of Zamazenta anyway. Yeah, of course, Tammy. You can post a link for that. That's fine. If anybody else wants it, now you know it's there. Yeah, it'd be pay to win if you had to like buy the Pokemon and the DLC was only the Pokemon and you couldn't trade for it. Like if you had to pay $30 just to use Urshifu, for example. Like real pay to win for anybody who played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was when for the first time they added a weapon that was exclusive to DLC and it was a very, very good weapon. The Peacekeeper was kind of ridiculous for what it was. Like I don't know if modern Call of Duty was like that, but the Peacekeeper was ridiculous. I remember when the Peacekeeper came out and people were so mad. And Black Ops 2 was when I used to play competitively. I was in a platinum level team. The Peacekeeper was so ridiculous because it was a submachine gun with like the range and the sway of an auto rifle. It was just kind of stupid. Slicks, the Peacekeeper was insane. What are you talking about? The the SMSC I never even used. The Peacekeeper wasn't like the Peacekeeper wasn't insane as an SMG. It was insane as being an assault rifle with the mobility of an SMG. That's the way I look at it. Sure, but like the Peacekeeper wasn't meant to be 1v1ing other SMGs. I remember the community was so like pissed off about the Peacekeeper. And then like didn't later Call of Duty games straight have weapons that were straight up like in loot crates? Like I think in the Call of Duty 4 remake, I remember the Rangers being added to the game and it was only in like the weapon crates. Yeah, it's pretty silly. I'm actually kind of surprised they let me just thunderclap there. And we get the collision course. Yo, let's go. Yeah, that's definitely pay to win. I'd call that pay to win. I remember some people making the argument that in Destiny the DLCs were pay to win in terms of PvP, but it's like it's an MMO. The DLCs continue the story of the game. If you choose to play the game and not buy the DLCs, that's just on you. I feel like in a game like Destiny, you can't call the DLCs pay to win. But some people loved to make that comparison, which I just did not understand. I'm just gonna Flame Charge and Thunderclap Shenpao rather than try to guess what the Zamazenta's up to. I never played the campaign of Black Ops 2, but I loved the zombies in it, and it was probably, in my opinion, the last good Black Call of Duty multiplayer. The only Call of Duty multiplayer I liked that came after Black Ops 2 was the Modern Warfare Remastered. When that game was free on PlayStation, I played so much of it. Oh my god, Modern Warfare Remastered? Playing, like, Ground War on Vacant and Overgrow brought me back so many memories from high school. I'm glad to hear it, Tammy. I just don't have the time anymore to get into, like, a new shooter. Every once in a blue moon, I'll ping in the Discord. I'm like, does anybody have Black Ops 3 on PC and want to play zombies? Oh, they protected the Shenpao. Everything is ruined. Now it comes down to whether I can live a body press with whatever they target. Which we cannot. Okay. Oh boy. Well, our Chiyu has a sash, which will come in handy. I'm going to Heat Wave and Thunderclap. I'm going to pray to God that they go into the Chiyu with, like, Body Press and Raging Bolt comes out relatively unscathed. Actually... No, I'll Thunderclap Jimbo. But yeah, no, I wish more people had Black Ops 3 on PC, because, like, the modded maps are so good, and I have nobody to play them with. Sucker Punch into the Bolt, okay. Do you body press Bolt, though, or do you body press Chiyu? Okay. No, like... I need to, like, burn the Shenpao and, like, take it out here. Maybe? No. Is there a world where we get out of this alive? Probably not. No. Slicks, that's really cool. I used to have that. I used to have like sponsorship kind of insides like that when I played Magic. When I used to be on a sponsored Magic team, the store where I do my locals now, they were the store that sponsored me. So when a new standard set came out, I remember in 2019 there was a set called Ixalan, and inside Ixalan there was a card called Vraska's Contempt, and like every mother and their child, everybody needed 4 Vraska's Contempt. It was not a question. Everybody and their mothers needed 4 Vraska's Contempt to compete at standard, and finding 4 per person on our team was pretty miserable. So what did the owner of our store do? He put the most aggressive buy price for the card in all of the land. He was paying 90% in cash or 95% of the value in store credit. And he got us every copy he could in the city. And basically nobody outside of our team had Vraska's Contempts. And we had them all. It was great. And then like we also got access to like he also let us do practice tournaments like with proxies and stuff in his store, like just the team with the set before it came out. So that way, when the first regional happened, literally 2 days after the set came out, we were already prepared. Like we already knew what we were running. I hated playing standard, and I got roped into it. But the blue and black deck I played, for anybody who knows Magic, with Vraska's Contempt was fun. Vraska's Contempt was just such a ridiculous card. It's not a good card now. It's not one of those cards that's high enough power levels to be played in like the formats that have old cards, but in standard it was ridiculous. It was just such a high value card. It was just such a massive tempo swing. I played Magic competitively for like 10 years. And about 6 of those years I played professionally. Like I had a jersey and I had a sponsorship and stuff. Um, So I think a lot of that bled into VGC in terms of like the strategy and how I like play and handle my switches and stuff. Because when I played Magic, I mostly played stall decks, and I had to play like I was playing chess. So a lot of that was really helpful in VGC. Anyway, guys, it is time for the ad break. Unfortunate after a loss like that, but we'll be okay. So I'll be back in just a few minutes for another hour, and then that'll be the afternoon. So you guys know the drill by now. Nobody go anywhere. Alright, we're back. Gonna jump right back into it. We've been on a hot streak today, so I'm gonna see if we started with like what? A gap of 10 more wins than losses, and now it's 18. Pretty good. See if we can crack top 500 today. This team's been really consistent. I have been really enjoying this. I'm good, Rice. How are you? Number 19. Ooh. And it's a Koraidon mirror. Our first one, I think, at all. I don't know if we are better or worse into this mirror. I think we're fine. I think Koraidon Venu is probably the call, because then we can just like outspeed and kill Ogerpon. The Ditto has potential to be annoying. Part of me feels like the Trick Room would be really useful here. But at the same time, setting it up is going to be difficult with the Koraidon. I think I'm just going to go for the Trick Room stuff. Or not Trick Room stuff, Sun stuff. And yes, like, that's okay. There isn't actually really a flat rule about posting links in the chat. It's generally okay as long like links that are relevant to discussions we're having, or like pokey pastes if you're showing somebody a team, those are okay. Just you only really have to ask if it's something different than that. Okay, so I think I'm going to Terra Venusaur, Flame Charge. I think I'm going to Terra Venusaur and double into Ogerpon. I feel like they follow me anyway because of this threat of Sleep Powder. Also, Slicks, you're like, you're not like a mod, but you're like staff-ish. You help me so much with my stuff that like I trust your judgment overall as well. Like you're not just like a random chatter. Yeah, I think so. I think I want to get the Flame Charge off early with Koraidon so I can be faster, hopefully be faster than Flutter when it comes out. So, yeah, just double an Ogerpon here. And they're going right for a Terra. Is it Ogerpons? Okay, no. I'm not super sure why the Fire Terra here. Doesn't really give them any huge... Okay, so we were already going to go into the Ogerpon, so their follow me was a wasted turn. Those are always really great to see when they follow me and it didn't matter. Also love seeing a poison when it didn't matter. Oh, they were hoping their Flame Charge would kill Venusaur with the Fire Terra. And still a good chunk of damage. Oh my. Life Orb. Wow. Okay. So they just barely lived the Flame Charge, but the poison from the Sludge Bomb comes in clutch. Let's go. Easy peasy. then I go for Flutter. Okay. So their Flutter will definitely outspeed Koraidon still, I think. I'm gonna go for Protect. Try to Sleep Powder the Flutter. Hopefully we either still outspeed Koraidon, or that was a low roll. Oh, they went for Close Combat. Ew, okay. Okay, it is... I think we're honestly okay. Koraidon, unfortunately, is going to be very dead. I'm trying to figure out if there's a good way around that. Actually, if I'll probably live a Moonblast, and they probably go like Close Combat or something into Chi-Yu. So I'm gonna go like Overheat. Yeah, we'll Overheat Flutter, and our Raging Bolt probably lives a Moonblast because of the Assault Vest. And then we could probably get Koraidon with a Thunderclap then, especially if it's -2 from Close Combat. Like if they don't have Collision Course. Ooh, I wish we took that a bit better, but we still took it. But it's -2 now, so it really doesn't want to get Thunderclapped. Are you kidding me? Okay, well we have to Thunderclap the Flutter now. It's significantly scarier. Not sure how I feel about this Koraidon overall, though. If they go for the Raging Bolt, then we probably take it out with Dark Pulse. If not, then Raging Bolt can still Thunderclap it next turn. This is truly a bad... This looks like a normal Koraidon team. Like, this looks on paper like a normal Koraidon team, but then you have, like, this Life Orb Close Combat. Like, oh my god. Oh no. They knew. Well, at least our Dark Pulse gets it. I guess it depends on what the last Pokemon is. If it's Raging Bolt, no sir. Because then they can just Thunderclap Chi-Yu. If it's Raging Bolt, they can just Thunderclap Chi-Yu and Moonblast Koraidon. Oh, it's their own Chi-Yu. It's probably Scarfed. I guess if I can get this Heat Wave off, we have potential, but because like all Chi-Yu's moves miss, except the Dark Pulse. So if they Dark Pulse my Chi-Yu, if it's Heat Wave or Snarl or Overheat, they have a chance of missing. So yep, there's the Pulse. Yep. Okay. GG's. Very well played from my opponent. Very, very well played. I guess I could have afforded the Thunderclap Koraidon thinking about it, because then if... yeah. Because if Flutter Mane went for Chi-Yu, that meant I could have Thunderclapped it next turn. In hindsight, there was an objectively better way to play that turn. I was just tunnel visioning on, oh, Flutter Mane is dangerous. That's my bad. But, I mean, this is still a team that I'm, like, playing only for the second time today. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Liam. I was just, like, I think Thunderclap Koraidon was significantly better there. I can't predict. I predicted the Fluttermane was protected, but I would have been able to take out the Fluttermane like regardless. I think. Terrapagos was pretty easy last time. I'm sure it'll be easy again. Last time we brought Baramy. I don't think we bring Baramy for this version. I think we just bring the sun mode. Hi Uva, how are you? Oh, that's a cute profile with the Indeedee. Venusaur is the more likely Fake Out target in general, and we have Covert Cloak. There's also not much to wait to protecting on Koraidon when there's Ursh there anyway. Hey, Ursh goes for Detect, that's fine. Incin does not Fake Out though. So it just is just gonna get ripped apart by this collision course. Goodbye. Oh no, not Rocky Helmet damage. Whatever shall I do? And now I can force, Terrapagos into an awkward spot, because if they don't Terra, then Venusaur outspeeds Urshifu with Sleep Powder. If they do Terra, it just gets ripped by Collision Course, which I might even outspeed with. So we're just gonna Collision Course again, Sleep Powder Ursh again. Okay, so they go for the Terra. Odds are we still outspeed everything with Koraidon anyway, so Collision Course might just smack into this thing and send it back to that area 0 under depths. Oh, it just protects. You're boring. You're boring. But why though? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna throw Sludge Bomb into Terrapagos, just in case Collision Course doesn't kill. Or did they just switch in Rillaboom, perhaps? Oh, it's Flutter. Sludge Bomb still deals pretty okay damage. I don't know if it kills, but it definitely deals damage. Good switch from my opponent, but I think this is still fine. Oh, this doesn't do much at all. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go Terrafire Flame Charge. And Sleep Powder into Ursh. Actually, no. I think I actually sacrificed Chiyu here. And I'm gonna try to Sleep Powder Ursh, but they're probably gonna take out Venusaur. I can see them doubling into the Chiyu, or oh, okay, that works too. I was expecting the double ups so they could play around the Fire Terra. Yeah. This is fine. Yeah, let's get Heat Wave, Terra Electric, Thunderclap, Ursh, Terra Electric to dodge Moonblast weakness. We're fine. We're so fine. Yeah, they Terra'd and then protected and then switched. I'm not really... Okay, Detect on Ursh is fine. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. We take way less from Moonblast now, so that's good. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing, Thunderclap, Heatwave, and Ursh, because the Flutter doesn't super scare me right now. Because I can just pin the Flutter with a Thunderclap. Ursh is still the somewhat more threatening one, and I'd rather take out Ursh before it deals any more damage to me. And that way we also keep Sash up on Chiyu. Oh. Just hard switching for Terapagos. Okay. This guy is really playing chicken with Thunderclap. Like, he's so scared of it. Oh, that's annoying. I think Thunderclap does kill Flutter though here though, so that's not bad. Actually, do I want to put? No, I don't need to put extra damage into Terapagos. Yeah. Because once we get rid of Flutter, we can just Collision Course everything. Yeah, but this is what I was worried about. Protect from Flutter. Oh, they went for Substitute. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's less fine. Okay, now I have to Thunderclap the Terapagos, I think. Or do I? I don't know. No, I'm gonna Heatwave, just Heatwave again. Thunderclap. I'm just gonna Thunderclap Flutter again. Because if they switch it for Ursh, that's a waste. Okay, finally. 5 Thunderclaps later, we finally land one. And now we should break the substitute with Heatwave, and we will be completely fine. Maybe not? Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I don't have Snarl. Oh, there's the concede. So, yeah, okay. Weird game, but we take it. Easy peasy. They didn't even get to find out that it was Sash, which was itself going to be really funny. Hello again, Uva. How are you? Alright, Okan. Oh, it's this team. The one Noah played at EUIC. Okay, I think we're mostly fine with, like... Koraidon, Chiyu, Venusaur. Honestly, yeah, like I don't really think I want to try and set Trick Room here either. So yeah, just go for the Sun mode again. I love how it's like same four of the same Pokemon and then two like Trick Room cores. Although his is like way less reliant on Trick Room than me. Like, but they can use Trick Room when they're slower. Alright, Koraidon, Venusaur, and our Koraidon plus Chiyu. Okay, no Terra for the Venusaur is pretty bold, because they're probably going to go for a Sleep Powder and then die to one fire hit. Hoping they go for Collision Course in Chiyu. Oh, Protect on Venusaur. Okay. Hopefully this Heat Wave picks up a burn then. Oh, they're trying to just see what I do. Makes sense. I honestly, though, I think I'll stick with the same moves anyway. It doesn't feel like much of what they can do will make a huge difference. Flame Charge, Heat Wave again. I'm guessing it's gonna be the Venusaur Terra, but... Oh. Okay, so Venusaur is still gonna take a fire hit this turn. So that's good. We can't burn Koraidon now, it's not a huge deal. Flare Blitz into Chiyu is fine. We're stashed, so they'll take some recoil, we'll deal some damage back. Ah, Sash on their Venusaur. And decent damage to the Koraidon. So I'm gonna go for Flame Charge into Venusaur, and I'll Protect with Chiyu. Make them waste a turn. Try to burn a turn of sleep if we fall asleep still. Unfortunate. I'll go for the Flame Charge on Venusaur again. I'm gonna switch Chiyu for Raging Bolt, because Raging Bolt will comfortably take a Flame Charge, then we can Thunderclap it back. really need to wake up this turn so we can come to, because like we can't comfortably take another Sludge Bomb. Oh, thank God. Okay. So hopefully with the Photosynthesis boost, we can get their Koraidon with a Thunderclap. We should be faster than most other things that could come out. So I feel pretty cozy right now. Oh, what if they have a DD? Well, if they switch it to DD and so we can't Thunderclap, then we're still going to be healthy with Raging Bolt. I guess they don't really super threaten Raging Bolt anyway, so... yeah, I'll just Volt Switch Koraidon. Okay, that works. That works really well. Okay, I see what they're going for. I think Flare Blitz will still take out Iron Crown. But part of me wants to preserve the sun more. Actually, I think I'm going to sacrifice Chiyu here. And I'm going to Volt Switch Koraidon into my Koraidon. That way I can get Venusaur out and have Venusaur be fast. And if for whatever reason she was alive when I Volt Switch, we might take it out because of the Beads of Ruin. Like, without their Sun boost, we probably take this somewhat comfortably. Yeah, okay. And we have an Assault Vest, we take the Expanding Force, right? Aw, don't. I think we lose. Not being able to take that Expanding Force was the loss, I think. They really love protecting, which is fine. I can work around that. Because I think we're fastest on the field with Venusaur right now. So if so... Sleep Powder to take out, to put Iron Crown to sleep. Collision Course to take out their Koraidon if they take out Venusaur. Then Chiyu Koraidon takes out... okay. Never mind. So I should have gone for, like, Protect on Venusaur, Collision Course, I guess. Now it's going to come down to Chiyu needing to be faster, but I'm pretty sure it was a booster, speed booster boost. Actually, we didn't have any speed boost on Koraidon. I think it's a special attack boost. But their sheet is probably scarfed. I was playing around in DD this whole game. Oh well, GG's. Well played for my opponent. Yeah, okay. Okay, Zam with Torn, Lando. We basically saw this before. The Zam stuff wasn't too bad. Yet again, another just Sun game because all these scary fighting types like Collision Course, Body Press. These are moves Porygon does not want to take. Okay, Zamatorn. They probably have Rain Dance, so I think a Rain Dance makes sense from them here. I'm just gonna go for Flame Charge for a speed boost. Sleep Powder into Zam. I can see them go like Dragon Terra Rain Dance. But like we're not scared of just one Body Press too badly. Oh, Body Press plus Weak Wind into these things could be scary. We'll see. Well, if they Bleak Wind, that means we're getting our Sleep Powder first, actually, so we're probably fine. Yeah, there's Rain Dance. Behemoth Bash and the Venusaur is whatever. Probably the most benign thing they could have done this turn. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, we'll protect with Koraidon. Water Terra. We'll try to Sleep Powder again. Lucky with the raid of 56. Thank you so much. How are you? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Lucky, how was your stream? We are doing some Koraidon Porygon stuff today. Having some fun with, like, the Sun Room. Not having fun, not missing 2 Sleep Powders. I'll throw Collision Course as Zamazenta and switch out Venusaur, I guess. Raging Bolt's probably fine here. Anyway, welcome Raiders, come on in. My name is Ruby. I stream almost entirely VGC, occasionally some shiny hunting, and I normally play Trick Room teams. Whether it's soft Trick Room or hard Trick Room. I don't like I don't like that. Ick. Okay. Oh, like, Weezing with what, Lucky? Like, what was it restricted? 2 sleep pattern misses. I actually can't. Ooh. Like, but was it just like the Shadow Rider Dozo Weezing stuff, or was it something different? Well, that's annoying. Priority spam? Okay, okay. Ugh, Thunderclap into Zamo would have been great. I'm not gonna lie, like, looking at EUIC, I'm happy that aside from Wolfie's team, a lot of the stuff that was at the top was kind of samey. Because I've spent so much time trying to lock in a Vancouver team, and I don't know if my heart would have been able to handle, like, it being something entirely different now. Because this format's been so hard for me to build for. Also, we are so cooked. Dark Terratorn, yeah, okay. This is just what happens when we miss 2 sleep powders, and that's why this team wasn't a consideration for Vancouver for very long. Oh, you're so cooked. Cameron, hey, how are you, buddy? Long time no chat. I actually keep meaning to reach out. I've just been so busy. Okay, so this is why I don't play teams that rely on sleep powder anymore in serious competitive environments. Because 75% accurate feels good enough, but then missing 2 in a row is just very rough. Very, very rough. And I'm sorry to hear that you were sick, Cameron. Speaking of Kali Shadow Weezing Dozo, I spoke it into existence. Look at that. Luckily, like, this actually kind of answers it pretty well. I don't even think we bring a restricted here, weirdly enough. I'm just gonna bring this. Oh no, Lucky, I know you weren't running that, but like because I asked you if it was Kali Shadow Weezing Dozo, of course I spoke the next one, my next match being Kali Shadow Weezing Dozo into existence. No, what you are running sounds really cool. This is cancer. Okay, so hopefully we can take out the Weezing with 1 Headlong Rush, so we don't have to worry about neutralizing gas turning off our guts. But I don't think they usually carry taunt, so we're just going to go right for the Headlong Rush trigger because the Kali Shadow can't do a whole lot to us. A little more than I expect. Why would you poison gas me? Because now if you turn off my guts still, at least I don't get burned. What? Sure, we take those. But we also take those. Okay, now I can just stall out this Dozo forever. Okay, so seeing that I can take one more poison tick with Ursaluna, I'm gonna attack this turn regardless. And then switch him out next turn. Okay, so I'm guessing they'll switch Shadow Kali for Tatsu. Yeah, we'll just go Facade, Terra Blast, and Dozo. Because Kali's gonna protect for switch. Probably switch. Wow, whoever could have predicted? It was a true mystery. This feels like Reg H now. We got P2 Ursa versus Dozo Giri. I didn't even bring my restricted to this game. Decent damage. Honestly, not bad damage at all. Wave Crash into P2 is honestly good because, like, the recoil is really relevant. Yeah. Oh, geez, Slicks. Is she okay? Okay, so they're probably gonna protect this turn, so we're gonna put away Ursa for later. We're gonna switch to Bolt and we're gonna recover. See? There's a chance that they Terradozo into, like, grass or something. Actually, we have Ice Beam, so we can go, like, Terra Electric Thunderbolt plus Ice Beam, and that probably kills. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna... Actually. Yeah. Thunderbolt plus Ice Beam. No worries, Lucky. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Slicks, the last game we lost to missing 2 sleep powders against his Amazenta after positioning ourselves pretty decently. Which is just like, that's just life. It is what it is. Most of the games have been going well, though. This one's going great. We're gonna beat this stupid cancer team without even bringing our restricted. This Dozo had no chance. It's gotten to attack only once. We just cleaned through it. It might be a Specs Cali, so that's why it might not. That's why it might not have Protect. But we're gonna cover and Thunderbolt the Tatsu first. The Psychic kind of screams Specs to me. Okay, Ghost Terra. Sounds like they don't have Protect. Sounds like they are Specs. So we can just pick up the KO of Ursa after. We're fine. Oh, Tatsu protecting is a little annoying though. It means the Tatsu is probably Sash, so I'm gonna double into Tatsu actually next turn, or maybe Kali, depending on how much turns the trigger left. I forget. If it's 2 turns, we're gonna double into Tatsu. If it's 1 turn, we're gonna double into Kali. Yeah, Lucky's great. She's honestly one of my most frequent raiders. I'd raid her more, but it's usually like she's finishing around the time I start. But like, Lucky's great. Oh, Twisted Dimensions are normal now. Okay. I guess I'll just Thunderclap to put a dent into Tatsu. Oh, Tammy, that's awesome. See, a lot of people find me through others, but it's actually it makes me feel happy that like I've had people who find others through me. Okay, so it's probably locked into Astral. If P2 lives the whatever that Tatsu's up to, I think we're fine. It's okay, Littlefoot. You did your best. You took out the Dozo, actually. You did the important job. Oh, let's go, Fancy Dancer! Oh, boy. Yes, Tammy, I do remember you telling me that. I know you and Daisy both found me through Becca. And, and, like, Daisy finding me through Becca was especially such a big deal because she's, like, one of my best friends in the whole world now. During all that ugliness in November, Daisy was a very important part of my life. Somebody who was very, like, was very there for me. Well, I was right. No Protect on the Kali, so switching out Ursa to save him for later, that was all we needed. We beat the Cancer team without our own Restricted. Let's go. Just P2 Ursa, roughing it out Reg H style. Oh boy. Yeah, Becca and I have been talking about doing a new type of collab, but we haven't figured out what we want to do. I actually pitched doing a Soul Link with her, but she doesn't seem. But she seems a little intimidated by the idea after I explain what it is. Okay, so I think I have like one more time for one more battle, maybe two, and then I'll probably have to call it a stream. I'm trying not to have these things run too late anymore, so I'm not always last minute for work. That way I have time to like properly get dressed, eat a meal and stuff, and like not be rushing myself like crazy. Uh, so Soul Link, like Nuzlocke or Soul Lock, or whatever it's called, it's like you do a Nuzlocke together, and then anytime you lose something, your friend has to release they also have to release what they caught on the same route. So like if I catch a Pidgey on Route 1 and Becca would catch a Rattata, if she loses her Rattata, I lose my Pidgey. We've been pretty good into these Terrapagos teams, leading like Venusaur, Koraidon, and just having all the sun stuff in the back, so we'll stick with that. This one doesn't have Torns, that's a lot better. Okay, so they're probably hoping I'm gonna Fire Terra so they can like catch me with the ground move. So I'm gonna go for like the Sleep Powder into Lando. We should be fine. Because I think even with an Icy Wind, we'll outspeed the Lando unless it's Scarfed. And I don't think this team runs Scarf Lando. Oh, that'll do it. Oh, we're cooked. Took out the Flutter, but at what cost? Oh, Rick, I don't think... Eric, I don't think we are gaming. Oh, Psychic. Okay, sure. That could have been scarier for me, but that's fine. this turn's get out what they do, and I guess I'll Sludge Ball and Tropicos. Break Terra Shell if nothing else. Okay, so they do Terra the Tropicos. That's fine. I'm hoping they go for Protect this turn, and then like Lando takes out Venusaur. So we can Collision Course Tropicos next turn. Let's see. Okay, they went Earth Power. I'm doing well, Eric. How are you? Okay, so... I feel like I have to be a little more cautious of the Lando here. So I'm gonna go Heat Wave Flame Charge. I'm hoping the Tropicos protects here. Okay, they don't. So hopefully they're not specs. Because if they're specs, they kill me. If they're not, I think we're fine. Tinglu tends to be best with like lefties or Assault Vest, depending on what you're running on it. Like, I've seen people do like Assault Vest with like Sand Tomb, Throat Chop, like Ruination and Snarl, for example. Okay, so Collision Course into Tropicos would have been fine, but I think we're still okay right now. Oh, that barely did anything. We're fine. Okay, Insane. They probably fake out the Chi-Yu, but we're not scared. We're not scared of them faking out Bolt really that much anyway. So, yeah, I think it's Draco the Tropicos. Because we outspeed next turn, so we'll go Draco this turn, hopefully bring it really low. And they did fake out Chi-Yu, expecting that we're Scarfed. Scarfed or Specs. Terra Starstorm's fine. Oh, that did nothing. Okay, with Beads of Ruin, how much are we doing here? Okay, cool. That's enough that the Heat Wave will kill. And we should be fine to just chip away at... We're not going to do a whole lot of damage to Incineroar with either of these, but we should be fine to just chip away at it, and I think we'll get this, as long as Heat Wave doesn't miss. Thank you, Zoe. Mildly concerning, but I don't think they can take me out with one knockoff. Oh, it's still decent damage from Bolt. Oh, they're going for a parting shot. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw double the damage into Tropicos just to be a little on the safe side. We're going to Thunderclap and we're going to Heat Wave. Oh yeah, we're good. We are good, chat. Easy peasy. Bye-bye, turtle. And now the knockoff doesn't matter. It just weakens the further knockoffs. We're just gonna Thunderbolt. At this point, we'll overheat. GG's. I'll take that. That's a great battle to end the stream on. That's awesome. GG's, Lucio. Alright. So, like I said, I do gotta go. I gotta start getting ready for work. Because I used to get off like 5 minutes before I had to leave for work, and that was pretty no bueno. I was often running out of time and like being late for work. Is there anybody streaming VGC for me to raid? Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Nobody's streaming VGC, but Nora, a really great transgender streamer who streams some shiny hunting, she's streaming, and so I'll be giving her a raid. Oh, she's got follower only chat on. I don't like rating people who. I guess she turned that on recently. I don't really like rating people who have follower only chat on. All right. Unfortunately, there's not really anybody else. I can't really find any VGC people to raid, so I will just call it here. But thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everybody who came and watched and stuck around as always. I hope you enjoyed the stream. For all the raiders from Lucky who stuck around, thank you so much. Consider joining the Discord as well. We have a nice little happy community there. And you can find me on YouTube, same name, TrickRubyVGC. So I gotta go. I'll be back live again tomorrow night at 2 a.m. And then again on Thursday afternoon. I have reduced my stream schedule from 4 streams to 3 streams a week, just because it's been getting a bit much. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.